In this video, a golf course groundskeeper goes on a rampage with the tractor, crashing into a building, flipping over cars, and ramming a police car. This is the Shots Fired podcast. I'm Mark Rutledge, and this is Kyle Schoberg.
This video comes out of Key West, Florida, where all these crazy videos seem to come out of. When a golf groundskeeper steals a tractor, goes on a crazy rampage, gets shot at by the police. Let's watch the full video, come back, and break it down.
Okay, before we get into this video, if you are looking for a career in law enforcement, the Sacramento Police Department is looking to hire you.
Here this morning's assault complaint.
21. That tractor is going to be on College Road. I believe it's a green John Deere. It's in the middle of the lane.
7-0, Copy.
Shots fired! Get on the ground! Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired across from the DOT. Get your hands behind your back!
Copy, shots fired.
I'm sorry. Sorry for what? You almost killed me.
I'm sorry. I hate society.
Okay, well that's not the way to go about it, bro.
I'm sorry.
Did you get hit?
No. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tuck your knees into your chest.
I f***ed up my life.
Yeah,
My life is gone.
I'm downtown.
21. I'm 13. My car is destroyed. But I'm 10-13. No injuries.
Kill me.
I don't want to kill you. I want to protect myself. Why are you acting like this?
I got threatened, and I wanted to kill them.
Just check to make sure
threatened me
everybody back
first.
here is good. My aim was that way. Make sure there's everybody back
They
there.
threatened
I
me
don't-
first. I wanted to kill them. They had to pay.
Okay, wow. A lot to talk about on this one because that's not a call that you would go to every day.
What are you doing with your hat and your hair?
My bad, dude. My bad. There.
You just
I watched a Florida video and we're watching all these like wild Florida
Tighten it up.
weird shootings, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm getting
I
in
don't know.
that Florida chill mindset.
Is that what you're doing? You're just settling in.
Listen, that is not a call for service that you would typically think to yourself that you're going to have to respond to. A guy in a tractor flipping cars, ramming into buildings. There's a lot probably going through your head when you're responding to that. And so I think that's what we should hit on while watching this video, because I think the officer who's got his car hit, he handled it appropriately. And he actually remained very calm, and we can discuss that. But what are some of the things you're thinking about if you got called to that?
My initial thought would be, how am I actually going to stop a tractor? Like, what resources do I have? What even capabilities? And what is this person on the tractor's intent? Like, what are they doing? Are they just driving? Am I going to get behind it, turn my lights on in a slow pursuit? But in this, they're actually getting information that the tractor rammed into a building, rammed another car that had a child in it, and then flipped over another car. My mindset is, how do I prevent this tractor from continuing to do this like actual rampage?
That's what I was thinking. I would think to myself, what is the context of what this person is doing? Is he actively trying to hurt or kill people? Is he using the tractor as a weapon? And in this case, he was. And so I think you have to think to yourself, when you get to the vicinity or you get on scene wherever this tractor is at, you have to start thinking to yourself, who at risk to the public is in danger right now? And if you have people that are at risk and you can articulate that this dude already flipped a car over with, I think it said a kid was in it. He's ramming into buildings. He has a potential to do some serious damage to somebody or very likely kill someone. I think it's game over from there. I think you have to immediately take lethal action.
Yeah. And also what I would be thinking is, how big is this tractor? And if it's a small tractor and it can't flip a car, then I think you could consider using patrol cars. You're going to cause a ton of damage, but use patrol cars to stop its path. And you're going to have to get it out in a way because spike strips aren't going to work. But if it's a larger tractor like this one, it's not, using a patrol car is not going to stop the tractor. You're going to be able to push it or flip it over like he's already done. So I like your mindset of this very well could potentially be a lethal encounter.
Yeah, like immediately, like you're going to have to get out of your car and just, if that is what's going on, you're going to have to take that shot.
Yeah.
So,
and in watching the video, it looks like the officer's driving towards the tractor, and then the tractor ends up coming right to him. And honestly, I don't think I would expect what actually happened when the tractor rammed the patrol car.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
That cop is lucky.
Yes.
I mean, that could have, I think he got lucky by that thing hitting like the A-pillar and not fully committing through the windshield. Because if it would have, man, I think that probably would have severely injured that guy, if not killed him. So
yeah. And if the tractor didn't do that and ended up grabbing the front of it and trying to flip the car over,
yeah,
you don't have a seatbelt on, like you can't get out immediately because you don't know where the tractor is, if they're going to keep flipping you. I mean, this is actually really scary.
Yeah. So he gets out of the car. So he hits him. He gets out of the car, immediately fires at him. Dang near mag dumps him and misses all of them.
Harry, you're alive. And you're a horrible shot.
Yeah.
But that dude jumps off the tractor and tries to run in like the green belt. And I think getting shot at like sparked some sense into him and clearly scared him enough to get on the ground, and he starts crying and tell him the officer he's sorry. I did like, if you listen to the officer, he's incredibly calm given what just happened.
Yes. He almost got killed with the tractor crashing on the front A-pillar. In his demeanor towards the suspect that tried to kill him, this officer is a professional because he was amped up a little bit, commanded him what to do, got him to do it, recognized, okay, he's actually compliant. It goes up, and you can see him when he pulls his handcuff out. Like, this is an officer that's prepared and mentally thought about things. And I think that's why it's so important to always have and be in the right mindset, because he even adjusts the handcuffs to get him in a proper position for handcuffing. Like, this officer's dialed.
Yeah, he did a good job. He wasn't yelling or screaming at the guy. He could have. I mean, I'm sure he was very pissed off, but yeah, I thought he did a great job. And again, like we've shown a couple of these videos now where officers do a really good job after being in such a high adrenaline spiked position or stress, being able to have that emotional control. And like you said, you are a professional and you are expected to treat people like that even after they just try to kill you. So he demonstrates that.
He does. And then he asks him, he's like, hey, are you hit? And then the suspect says no, but he still checks him, because who knows how much adrenaline's going through that dude on the tractor. He could have been hit and just said no because maybe he didn't know, but he quickly checks him, like not super great, but he does check him.
How do you think his buddies at work gave him some crap for not actually hitting the guy? I guarantee you they did.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. They're all gonna.
And they're watching this video and they're laughing because they know that they made fun of him and gave him some crap. But you know what? Hey, look, at the end of the day, he stopped the problem.
Yeah.
Got the guy into custody. He did a great job managing that. And so
in shooting, this was an officer-involved shooting and it was effective.
Yeah,
he didn't actually have to hit the suspect to be effective because the suspect totally and you could see he's emotional. And I actually like the officer is like, hey, bring your knees to your chest, which is the next step of getting somebody into recovery or a seated position. But it's kind of funny because that suspect like really brings him up, and now he's in like a fetal position, and then he just loses it. And I think that's where like you can see there's a lot of stuff going on with this guy.
Yeah, he had a good backdrop too, where he didn't just like negligently shoot his gun into like a building, occupied vehicles. Like he had a good backdrop with like a green belt or
Well, he was even controlled when the other officers arrived on scene. They asked him if everything's all right, and he's like, yeah. He's like, but make sure you check way down that way because that's the direction I fire. Like,
yeah, he's dialed.
This is outstanding work.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoever you are out there for the Key West Police Department, you guys should be proud.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, that's kind of a short video, but again, just some things to think about. It's thinking outside the box when you're responding to calls that are unconventional or not conditional, like that you would respond to, that you would think you respond to. And somebody in a huge chunk of metal like that's devastating, that could cause devastation, is something to think about.
Yeah.
So
I think overall there's a couple interesting things in this video to really think about if you were to encounter something like this.
Yeah.
And now if it does happen, you're probably more prepared.
All right, let's end it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.
Stay safe and be smart.
There you go. All right.